Did the intro just play? Well, welcome to Christian Nutrition, the show where we review every single episode of VeggieTales chronologically, and by we I mean just me. Like, what just happened? Sheerluck Holmes was released in March of 2006, and of course it's a Sheerluck Holmes parody. I mean, that's easy to tell. We really are in the midst of an onslaught of parodies, as you may have noticed with the previous episodes, and if you've looked at the upcoming episodes, yeah, we're in parody central right now. It's also interesting to note that this is the last episode to be released on VHS. The last VeggieTales episode to be released on VHS. This is 2006. DVDs have been around a little while, and Blu-rays are actually just releasing, so nobody was really buying VHS anymore. Now, I must admit, I haven't seen much when it comes to Sheerluck Holmes, aside from the Robert Downey Jr. movies. Now, I know that may be blasphemy to some. The Sheerluck show, I hear, is really good, and Elementary, I actually haven't heard that much about, but I just want to let you know I've only seen the Robert Downey Jr. movies, so my knowledge on Sheerluck Holmes is kind of not really there. The real question on everyone's mind is Sheerluck Holmes as good as Minnesota Cuke, Lord of the Beans, Sumo of the Opera, or is it another Snoodles tale? Let's find out.
And today's question comes from little Erica Bangaman of Minot, North Dakota.
Hey, little Erica. How's it going there in Minot? Might not be perfect, but it sure beats South Dakota.
Oh my gosh, I never thought I would live to see the day that Larry would make fun of an entire state, let alone the dullest, flattest state you will ever go to. Like, if you drive in it, you could see like miles and miles each way of nothing. All of that just to get to Mount Rushmore, which is, let me tell you, it's just like the pictures. It's nothing different.
Well, you just insulted South Dakota.
Well, but I was just making a little joke. Might not be the best joke ever, but I think
Larry!
Oh my gosh, is Larry gonna keep trashing on South Dakota? This is comedy gold.
it might not be so bad if it weren't for the Badlands. Oh yeah, I'm on a roll.
Can we just get 50 minutes of Larry trashing on South Dakota? I would love to see that. I've already bought the DVD. Can that be the rest of the DVD?
My family just moved to Minot. I started going to a new school and I don't know anybody. I want to make new friends, which got me wondering, what do you think it takes to be a good friend?
Does she have a speedboat? That might help.
No, Larry. Being a good friend has nothing to do with having a speedboat.
Bob, you're wrong on this one. I've never seen anyone frown on a speedboat, which means that obviously if you have a speedboat, that you're going to max out your friends list on Facebook, and that's where you really get all of your friends. Come on, Bob, get with the program.
A speedboat might not make you a better friend, but...
Roll film!
This looks like it's from the same timeline, same setting and everything as Duke and the Great Pie War. Also, is Archibald Spanish now? Is this the Great Cheeseburger War? I've only heard myths and legends about this fantastic war. The war that only consists of chucking cheeseburgers at each other. Oh, it was all just a dream? Lame. What is this, a bad Shyamalan movie? Archibald thinks his dream is prophetic as if he were Joseph or something. Remember, he's been Jonah, not Joseph, so he needs to get his act together. Archibald works at the Cafe La Mancha, and yes, I probably said that incorrectly, where he is the chef. He then finds out a new restaurant is moving into town, but dismisses the idea that could be any real competition. Archibald is then amazed by how fast the new restaurant is built and then opened, basically in like 3 minutes. It really reminds me of the Good Burger film where Mondo Burger moved in across the street. Anyways, Archibald's eating establishment essentially loses all of his customers to the fast food place when he keeps having dreams that he believes are prophetic. As it turns out, they're not. They're simply stemmed from him having eaten his excessively hot sauce right before bed. Archibald and Mr. Lunt realize that by opening their place for breakfast instead of it being only open for lunch and dinner, that they will actually be able to survive and not shut down. Therefore, they don't have to compete with the restaurant across the street who's only open for lunch and dinner. The end. I voiced over that entire thing because it was just okay. Literally just okay.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song.
Please be as good as Peach the Angel. Please.
There once was a boy who lived in a house, and the house sat under a tree.
Kind of a slow start. Never a good sign.
Can I have my ball? Can you get my ball? I kicked it into the tree.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Can you get my ball? I kicked it into the tree. And my ball bounced up, and my ball dropped in.
Hold up, is anyone seeing the same flaws that I am? This gate has massive gaps in it. Larry could have just gone through one of the gaps, gotten his ball, without ever having to ask or sing about it.
Can I have my ball? Can you get my ball? I kicked it into the tree. And my ball bounced up, and my ball dropped in. Little gate community.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Not mind-blowing, but pretty good nonetheless.
Top of the evening, everybody.
And Dr. Watson here.
Lol, no one cares about you, Watson. As it turns out, Sheerluck, who is played by Larry, is a happy-go-lucky detective who is not too bright. However, he gets all of the credit from the cases they solve, and Watson, the real brains of the operation, gets no credit. He gets no satisfaction, basically. No respect.
Shut up! I'm sick of you! You disrespectful, ungrateful, selfish woman!
I do want to point out that everything looks very similar to the setting of Dr. Jiggle and Mr. Sly from A Snoodle's Tale. Never a good sign. That episode was terrible. Except Larry is clearly a different detective than he was in that last episode. Anyways, Larry and Bob sing a song about their latest case, and you can clearly tell that Larry is getting all of the credit, which is really hurting Bob's self-image.
The crime will not be solved until you grab the phone, wait for the tone, and call on me.
See what I mean? But I'm sure this isn't setting up for anything.
Something bothering you, my good man?
I thought we solved these cases together, but you're the only one who gets any credit for them.
We're friends. You and everyone else knows that.
But do you know that? Is that the way you treat a friend?
Or maybe this will be an issue. But, you know, like, maybe Larry, like, doesn't change his ways, and then Bob quits, and then Larry tries to solve the case, and Larry realizes, oh, maybe I need Bob. Bob's kind of important. And then Bob's like, oh, I'm back. And Larry's like, yay. And then they make a, you know, they solve the case. But I could just be guessing. Who knows?
There's been a robbery at Buckingham Palace, and we're in desperate need of your services.
Yeah, this looks exactly like Dr. Jiggle and Mr. Sly, but no worries, I won't dance again. Apparently, there has been a robbery at Buckingham Palace where someone stole a key. Yes, a key.
Seriously, that's it? Go to a hardware store and get a copy made. Get a keychain like the rest of us. You don't need the world's greatest living detective. You need a locksmith.
Larry is so quick to be dismissive about this case, and he has an ego to boot.
Sir, what did the key unlock? The door to the room where the golden ruler is kept. Quickly, Sheerluck, there's not a moment to waste.
The golden ruler? Does the Queen of England need to measure a lot of things? Can she not just do it with a peasant's ruler? Or does it have to be made of gold? Why does everything have to be made of gold for the rich?
Whoever stole this has a great dislike for soft pillows. Because if you're gonna steal a key, who wouldn't take this pillow? I mean, it's gorgeous.
You cracked the case, Sherlock.
I'm Detective Bill Trout from the Forensic Investigators of Southampton.
And I'm Sergeant John Spud from the Canterbury Highway Patrol.
Hold up. Is that fish and chips? You're killing me, VeggieTales. You're killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Please, wait. You're disturbing the crime scene.
This is our jurisdiction.
Your services are no longer required.
Fun fact, the original yellow tape that Fish and Chips are using here was actually supposed to have words on it, like, you know, like real police tape. But as it turned out, it was really hard for the animators to not have the words stretch, I guess, the way they wanted it to on the tape, so they just went without any words on the tape.
Whoa! Look what you found.
Yeah, he found it out of sheer luck. Ah, do you get it? I get it. Do you need me to explain it to you? Because I can explain it to you if you want. Sheerluck is a mess. He would be nothing without Watson. Larry and Bob go back to the restaurant where Larry embellishes what just happened and acts as if he did everything and deduced everything on his own. Obviously, this isn't true, and Bob gets tired of not ever getting any credit and being treated as if he were just a second-rate citizen, to the point where someone puts a book on Bob's head as Larry signs it. How ridiculous. Bob decides to leave Larry alone to solve the Buckingham Palace case on his own. Larry makes some headway on the investigation when Fish and Chip, steals credit for what Larry actually figured out. Now, Larry hates this and realizes the error of his ways when it comes to his treatment of Bob. He learns the golden rule that you should treat others the way you want to be treated. Oh wait, the golden rule. The golden ruler. How did I just now get that?
Dr. Watson, I get it!
That was a terrible way to hide. How did no one notice him? He is a big red tomato amongst a sea of small green peas. Like, who missed that? Everyone?
Because this was an inside job.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good.
The thief is none other than one of the palace guards.
Highly unlikely, Bob. I bet it was Fish and Chips.
I won't have it. If you're a thief, step forward.
Your Majesty, if I may, are any of you guards foreign spies?
No!
I used to think Archibald was smart, but between the ending of Jonah, the Bible story and the movie of Jonah, and this very moment, I'm starting to question my belief that Archibald is an intelligent asparagus.
First, there were the footprints we found in the key room. They're the exact size of a pea.
Ooh, Bob is onto something here.
Then there was the secret passageway. On the wall, I found black fibers. Not only do these fibers match the guards' hats perfectly, but they start and stop at the exact height of an English guard.
Dang, Bob, you probably know exactly which guard it is too, huh?
I found crumbs. Crumbs that turned out to be from brie cheese and baguette bread. The breakfast staple not of England, but of a foreign land.
A French pea, but I trusted those guys. Earlier, Larry knocked over all of the peas. Now, the golden ruler had already been stolen at this point, so how come when he did it before, the golden ruler didn't fall out of the pea's hat? Was his hat more secure that time, and then this time it's not? And why does he still have the golden ruler on him? Like, why didn't he, like, drop it off at home or literally do anything else with it besides put it in his hat?
And I would have gotten away with it too, but for my irrepressible love of brie cheese and baguette bread.
Why, it's Old Man Withers, the guy who runs the haunted amusement park. And I would have got away with it, too, if it hadn't been for you snooping kids.
Good one, Shaggy.
The real hero here is Dr. Watson.
No, Sheerluck. We did it as a team, as friends.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
But what if you wanted to be treated badly? Oh, wait. Yeah, if you treat people badly, they'll treat you badly, and therefore you'll get what you want. Never mind, ignore me.
I wasn't thinking about your feelings when I made fun of you. I wouldn't want you to make fun of me. Will you forgive me, South Dakota?
Don't apologize. Those jokes were hilarious.
I wanna go.
What is going on here?
I wanna go. South Dakota.
What did I just watch? Now I have a sudden urge to go to South Dakota. I've already been there, and it's terrible. How dare you do this to me, VeggieTales?
A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Proverbs 17:17. That's right, Erica. You'll be just fine.
What are you doing?
Is it that time again? He is that hero! Actually, I really do hope he is the hero this time and not Junior again.
Remember, kids, God made you special.
And he loves you very much. Bye!
That was Sheerluck Holmes and the Golden Ruler, and let me just say the entire episode was just average. It wasn't bad, and it wasn't good. It was just average. Like, I didn't laugh a lot. The whole opening segment with Archibald and Mr. Lunt was not funny. It was interesting to watch, just wasn't funny. The silly song was actually the best part of the episode. Even that wasn't that funny. It had me questioning the logic. And then Sheerluck Holmes wasn't that funny. It was just very basic. It felt very phoned in. This entire episode felt very phoned in. And I guess right after Minnesota Cuke and Lord of the Beans and Duke and the Great Pie War, actually all of 2005's episodes were really good, and this is a bad way to start off 2006. Not a terrible way like a snail's tail, but just not that great. Anyways, stay tuned as next time we review Larry Boy and the Bad Apple, the third and last standalone Larry Boy episode that you will see. Larry Boy does appear later in the League of Incredible Vegetables and in VeggieTales in the House, but this is his last standalone episode. In fact, this was a big one, and I will explain that in the next episode. The real question everyone is asking is, do I have this episode on Blu-ray or just peasant DVD? Remember, God made you special, and he loves you very much. Bye!